In the aftermath of the surprise attack at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, the United States Navy was facing a new reality in the Pacific. The numbers were grim. 2,335 American service members killed, 188 American aircraft destroyed without leaving the ground, 11 Japanese carriers to the United States, 3, 10 Japanese battleships to the United States, none. And yet, within a mere 6 months, a decisive battle would take place upon which the very fate of the world balanced. On a warm, clear morning, with the sun blazing brightly and a sky the color of sapphire, a task force steamed west toward a remote and desolate island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Acting on intelligence provided by Commander Joseph Roquefort's team of cryptoanalysts, Admiral Chester Nimitz had determined Midway Atoll to be the likely target of imminent attack by the Imperial Japanese Navy. This force, with its 3 carriers, Enterprise, Yorktown, and Hornet, would have to stop them. As fortune would have it, the massive weight of this responsibility fell squarely on the shoulders of Admiral Raymond A. Spruance, who assumed command a mere 48 hours prior, replacing the ailing Admiral William Halsey. As they set out, Spruance pondered his objectives. Protect Midway, inflict maximum damage on the enemy insofar as possible, but by all means, save the fleet. Heavily outnumbered, the Americans could only execute their battle plan and hope everything went right. Yet, from before the first shot, things began to go wrong. Relying on our hard-won intelligence and calculating that surprise would be the Americans' one critical advantage, Admiral Spruance made the decision to launch his flight groups as soon as was practical. The carefully coordinated plan for which the aviators had trained would have to be scrapped. Sighting the enemy at 9:20 a.m., Torpedo Squadron VT-8 from the Hornet swooped into action. Unaided by fighter escorts, their valiant effort was met with shredding gunfire, and only one pilot survived the encounter. Suddenly, 3 more squadrons from the Enterprise and the Yorktown converged upon the Japanese carriers. Their simultaneous arrival, entirely unplanned, resulted in a perfectly coordinated attack. Less than 24 hours after the fighting began, all 4 of the Japanese carriers lay at the bottom of the ocean. Spruance's decision, though costly, had proven to be the right one. As of June 5, 1942, the tide in the Pacific had been turned. The astonishing victory at Midway created a ripple effect that was felt throughout the global conflict of World War II. The Japanese advance eastward was halted, and their navy dealt a blow from which they would never fully recover. Spirits at home soared, and production of war materials accelerated to an unprecedented pace and scale. Precious time was gained in which to rebuild our ravaged fleet. 75 years on, we continue to feel that ripple effect as we pay tribute to those who made it happen. To Rochefort, who broke the code. To Nimitz, who made the call. To Spruance, who made it work. But most of all, to the men in the plains, who faced their long odds and their stern duty with honor. Who made the biggest difference in the most important place on Earth, a remote and desolate island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.